that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me with the whole club. My clown way too wise to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better styles. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they quote.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now Willis on third down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got him.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams court guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Allen going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And they'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Willis. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis from 17 yards out. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And just shutting him off there. Still on his feet. And down right around the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
First down, Bills.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, how about this on first and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And Henry going to have a Titans first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Titans have 3-9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, Willis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Allen off the play fake. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Hines. Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Bills 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Willis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
Ready? 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Trap 50, trap 50.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
65 catch, 65 catch. 10 to 11, 10 to 11. Check smash, check smash.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. Down to the 25. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Willis looking to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run again with Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis to throw on 2nd. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, you want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Play fake. Here's Willis.
Rolling to his right.
Open man here. Sims complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Hand off to Spears.
And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Nifty move. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And he'll slide first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
18 ready. 19 right.
Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Inside handoff, Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bills 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Here's second down. Throwing, Allen. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now 3rd down and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. That's taken in by Knox. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down. Willis to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gets it to Burks. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Willis got to have this one. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
70 Ranger. 70.
One final try here for Willis. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.